So this week I am heading to Denver for work, and I am planning on doing some hiking when I'm there. So right now I'm driving to Detroit to catch a flight from Detroit to Denver. I do that quite a bit. That way I get direct flights out of Detroit. I'll check it back in a little bit later. That was tricky, but I found the spot. It's actually not too bad of a spot. All right, let's head on in, get checked in. All right, made it through check-in and security. So. So about an hour and a half before my flight, so I'm gonna go to the Sky Club. I got a little bit of an upgrade. Instead of sitting in coach, I'm in Comfort Plus on an aisle, so that's good. Before I was on a window seat, so this would be a little bit better. Not first class, but you can't always get that. Alright, made it to Denver as far as flights go. That wasn't too bad. Trying to go get the luggage claim and get my stuff and get a car, get to the hotel.
Fourth gear for terminal ground transportation and baggage claim.
The doors are closing. Please keep clear and hold on for departure to terminals, ground transportation, and back.
All right, made it to the car rental. Getting a Eclipse Cross is the rental car. It's like the best they have. An executive for National. Didn't do Avis because Avis is pretty bad here. All right, that's not too far of a drive to the hotel. So yeah, and overall was nice. Too bad here. It was luggage came out quick, and car rental bus was there. So maybe because it's not ski season, they aren't overwhelmed. I don't know. All right, so I made it to Denver, heading to the hotel now. Got a car. Stopped, got something for dinner, a salad for dinner.
Continue on Tower Road for 3 miles.
Whew. So got like 6 minutes to the hotel. I got a nice view of the mountains real quick. Briefly. All right, I made it to the hotel. I ended up having to change hotels because the hotel I was going to stay at by the airport is using PMC parking now. Coffee got stuck. All right, so I'm in Denver, out by the airport still, and I'm getting ready to drive to where I'm working at and then do a hike this afternoon, hopefully after work. I don't know, this coffee holder's not very good. All right, so I made it to tonight's hotel. Already checked in, so all I have to do is just go up to the room. Pretty much just your standard Hampton Inn room. Nothing to get excited about, that's for sure. Alright, I didn't get any hiking in last night. Ended up working too late, but tonight I'm going to go out to Dillon. It's about an extra 40-minute drive, and the hotel hotels were cheap enough tonight that I could stay out there. And hopefully I could hike it tonight, and should be nice. Hopefully. All right, we got a kitchen tonight. Hopefully we got something to cook with. I can maybe cook something. So this is a Homewood Suites. Let's see what kind of view it has. I don't think it has a view. A little bit of a view. You see the lake out there. Oh, you see the mountains with the snow on it. So that's not bad. That's not a bad view. Nice. See if I can find a trail real quick. It's a little trail right by the hotel. So what I'm going to do is 3-mile loop. So should have some good views of Lake Dillon and the surrounding area. We got some views right now. The hotel, I'm saying that's right there. Ah, some amazing colors right now, especially the sunset and the trees, and beautiful. All right, here's another picture of the lake. I can do it on my phone so I can zoom in and out. And back here we can see the snow at the higher elevations, which was what I was thinking about doing originally, if I had time. I think this is where I'm going. 10-foot trail, yeah. Here's what I hope is a nice, colorful picture of the aspen trees. Some beautiful scenes, views, so changing colors to make it really beautiful. Another nice view. I mean, they're all kind of the same view because I'm just switchbacking up to the top of the hill, but still beautiful. I'm enjoying it. There's a bike. It's a multi-use trail, so I don't know if there's any horses on it, but there's bikes and hikers and runners, I guess. Like, extend the hike and keep going up because it's
3 miles. I'll be a mile and a half back and I'll be done really soon. So I'll keep going up, and I don't know if I have time to get all the way to the top, but I can hike at least another mile of this. There's a deer right there. I can see some weather starting to move in, but it looks like, I don't think it's heading this way, so I still have an hour till sunset, so I don't think I need to turn around and head back yet. It's probably 2 miles to the trailhead. It's time to head back down. I checked the radar, and the main storm over here is going to stay north, but there are some scattered storms heading this way, and I just heard thunder, so I don't want to get caught in a thunderstorm. Plus, we're getting close to, by the time I get back down the hill, the sun should be going behind that mountain. Sunset's 7:09, but it'll go behind that hill well before that. Yeah, that's a nasty looking storm up there. But you can see that storm's coming right this way. But it's ways off. I should be off the hill before it gets here. I just heard something in the woods, crashing through the woods. I don't know if oh, I think I startled a deer. I see deer tracks. Okay. Yeah, it's a deer. Oh, we take OTB down. I don't know what OTB stands for, but the map shows it as a shorter route down. It's a nice, beautiful spot. Yeah, the reason that's shorter is because you just go straight down the hill. The other side is switchbacks. I wouldn't want to run up that hill. Running down, it's not bad. All right, here we go. See, that was quick. Back already. So now it's just a mile and a half back to the trailhead, to the car. Some more beautiful fall colors. It's a shame to say fall colors already. Seems like the summer was way too short. Fall, oh, that's nice. It's a beautiful scene. You can see we completely lost our sunset view. There's a really cold wind coming in. All right, back at the trailhead. That was a nice hike. Now it's time to go find something to eat. There's the trail sign. All right, that was a really nice hike. It was about 5.4 miles. That's pretty nice. Took me an hour and a half to do it. Huh. All right, that's pretty good. All right, I am going to go to the grocery store now. All right, this is what we're having for dinner tonight. Get some roast or some beef to cook with some chili beans, and then I'm having a superfood green salad. Should be pretty good, I hope. Probably won't be able to eat it all, but that's better than eating at a restaurant, I think. Getting close to be done. So the beans are more for flavoring. I'll add some beans to it, but the beans are more for the flavoring. Because when you're on the road, you don't really have spices, so you have to buy ready-to-go stuff. So that made way too much. I mean, I got a lot left over, but this is better done when you're spending multiple nights, but it looks pretty good.
It's a really beautiful morning here. Got down pretty cold last night, about 32 it said this morning. Didn't snow though.
All right, so I am heading towards Breckenridge to try to do that original hike I was going to do. Trailhead. I'm actually quite surprised how busy it is. There's a lot of cars here. So I don't know if there's multiple hikes, but let's take a look at the board real quick. All right, so let's take a look and see. All right. Yeah, so the hike I'm planning on doing is right here up to, that's actually Crystal Lake. There's actually, oh, here's Crystal Peak. So there's actually a trail that goes up this way to Crystal Peak. So that's the hike I'm planning on doing. The trail goes two ways. It goes that way, which is longer. This way, shorter, and I guess it's because it's steeper. And I'm taking the steeper route. This trail is open to Jeeps. Interesting. Walking by a creek, can't really see it for the most part, but there is some access to it down here, so walk down and take a quick look at it. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's like we are coming up to a viewpoint. I don't know if we're up above the tree line yet or not, but oh, okay, so we reached the turnoff to Francis's cabin. We might be able to see it on the trail because this trail goes up past it. But so that peak is not the peak I'm climbing up to. We're going to go around that one. And the one I'm going to is taller than that one and behind it. There's a bird up in there that's I don't think I've ever seen before. The trail to Wheeler Peak, which you can also hike all the way to Breckenridge, apparently, according to the trail map. You can hike up over the peak, down in the Breckenridge, or vice versa. If you are staying in Breckenridge, I guess you could hike all the way there, up into here. Alright, so I'm not sure if I can see Crystal Peak. I don't think any of these are Crystal Peak yet. You can see a little bit of snow up there in the shadows. It's open scenic viewpoint here. Nice. trees in it. Got some nice scene of fall colors. Not brilliant like we had down below, but still it's quite beautiful. Going to be to not over film, take too many pictures. It gets tempting. Time you turn the corner, you want to take a picture. This is really pretty nice too. We got a water crossing, probably because of all the rain we had recently. Nice, we're getting a good view going back down the climb now. A little over halfway is where I started, down there, right there, I'm going up there, and that's the little finger down there is in case I want to hike down and see Crystal Lake. But there's an option of hiking back this way, so once I get up there I'll make a decision if I want to hike back down Crystal Lake or just go back down. Part of it's going to depend on time, but trailhead for Crystal Peak, the main trailhead for it. And as you can see, you can drive up here, and it looks like you can actually camp up here if you have the right vehicle. Alright, so I think so the alternate path to come back down would be coming this way, and it looks steeper, so that'd be the way back. The path I want to go, I think, is this way, but I will verify it on the map. All right, here's a nice scenic view of that lake I just went by, and you can see some people, somebody just passing on the trail coming down, and if you look close you can see some people on the lake fishing. And we're descending up into whatever is this ridge, I don't know, heading up into the mountain, I guess. And I don't know, I'm just looking right now, I don't really see where the trail goes to go up into it, but I'm guessing up there somewhere. Oh, I bet you it's gonna switch back that way. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I'm going to switch back over there. I see the trail now. It goes up along there. All right, cool. Just starting in on the rock part of it. You see the lake way down there. I saw the person I passed on trail. I mean, just a few minutes ago, and they're already all the way down by the lake. Moving along pretty quick. That switchback is really nice. It's gentle, but we're gaining altitude really fast. I mean, I was only down there about 15 minutes ago. And I'm gaining a couple of people, so be passing them in a little bit. Stuff kind of still pretty steep up, but kind of have a scenic viewpoint here, so just stop and catch some breath and take some pictures. All right, so you're gonna be able to see that lake for a long time on the way down. That's of course the other way. Looks enticing. I can see the trail though. Oh, I can see somebody right up there. It's another hiker. I don't know if they're going up or not, but anyways, trail goes up along there, and then looks like it goes up over that ridge line there. All right, keep on going. All right, so made it up this hill. We are getting ready to go through this pass, I guess it is. And then continue up some more. I think I still have about 800 feet elevation gain to go. Somewhere around that. That's an interesting view. Not really. Good. Okay, according to the trail map, we gotta hike up through this rock. There's not really a trail through here. You just kind of, or else I haven't found a trail. Actually, it might be right up there. But anyways, hike up, and there's the peak right there. And I still have it's about half a mile and about 800 feet elevation gain. I can actually see somebody's up on top of it right now. But it's really slow going. So Upper Crystal Lake right there. Having the easy hike. Hard rock scramble, I found the trail. I should be able to follow it down anyways. Still got a ways to go. There's a nice view of the lake though, Crystal Lake, and nothing else. I get a beautiful view of that. I should be up there probably in 40 minutes or so. The hard part that I just came to was that rock scramble. That was slow going. Alright, there's the peak I'm hoping to get to top of, and there it looks like somebody at the top right now. And starting the final climb up. It's not really a clear path at this point. I think it's just a climb up there. There was a person up there, and they're just like straight up there someplace. Climbing up that, and I still have 200 feet more of elevation gain to go. Almost there though. See, there's some mountains around. All right, here's a scenic view. Oh man, this is, oh wow. There's where I started out this morning. Sunday night last night. Whew. Wow, you can really see pretty far. Oh man. I gotta still got a little bit to the top, and it's getting late, so it took longer to get up here than I thought. There's the top right there. A stack of rocks. Oh my God. Can't believe I made it. I almost made it. A couple more stumbling steps and I'll be here. Whew. Wow. It wasn't, the only thing that made that climb hard is lack of air. Whew. Some pretty good views. I'm gonna catch my breath and get a panoramic view. Going south, there's a trail that goes to those lakes. And then supposedly, I guess I don't know if there is a trail that goes from here to that peak, which I can't remember the name of that peak. That's another 13, another 13er. Excuse me, man. And one of these peaks is a 14er. I'm not 100% sure which one. Some multiples might be. Anyways, you see way out that way to the west, and then back here towards Breckenridge is that way, and then Lake Dillon. I don't know what that is. Alright, so I'm gonna walk out there. So there's a video from out on that other peak. Pretty cool looking. It's a beautiful lake out there. Didn't take too much longer to get up here than I thought. But I still have to, I got probably a 2-hour hike back down to the car, and then I got to drive to the airport. So, and that's probably going to be at least 2 hours. I'm going to get a view from over here. This should be the scene of where I came up from. Alright, so just got to hike all the way back down that. Alright. Should be about 2 hours back down there though. Hiking down the ridge is fairly easy, so I think it's not the way it came up, but actually looks pretty easy hiking down. This might have been the easier way up too. I was just following tracks that I saw. Thought that would be the easy way out, but maybe it is because it's kind of goes straight up. And the other way kind of switched back up. But yeah, because I'm almost back down to that hump where I still had 200 feet to go. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. But definitely want to go. It's cold in my feet. It's freezing. Ooh. I couldn't find my gloves. In my suitcase somewhere, I just couldn't find them. This part's the easy part. Once you get down, do this back into that rock scramble, it's going to be hard. Or slow going, not hard, but very slow going. Alright, I might put the camera away for a while, put it in the backpack while I'm doing that too, just because it kind of makes it hard to do the rock scrambling with it on the strap. Oh yeah, so 200 feet was that knob right there, because I had to do the hard rock scramble, came up there, and then I had 200 feet up, so. Alright. It was just straight down that ridge, which when I was coming up that looked intimidating, but coming down that was much easier. It was a lot less hard. The rock scramble was not nearly as hard. So I'm off of that, and So if I stay on the trail, I shouldn't have to do a rock scramble up here either, or maybe not a serious one. That was part of my problem come up, or slow part, because the rock scrambles really slow you down. Because loose rocks, you got to be really careful you don't twist an ankle. Pretty easy, but that's why I lost it. Because now we're going into rocks, and when you go into these rocks, it's really hard to see where the trail goes. I mean, it doesn't look like it goes down there, so it's got to go through here, and that's where the trail map shows it went too. So that's why my hike up was so much harder, because I lost the trail on these rocks and then I couldn't pick it back up. All right, I'll just see if I can stay on it following the trail map. All right, so it was just straight down there. That's the problem, is that the junction off of the trail going out to the lake and the trail going up to the peak is not very clear at this point, and it's not clear on the trail map either. So I went up over there, ended up in the rocks. But if I would have turned right, turned right here at the rock, the trail's just right here, there, and it would have been easy to follow. All right, well, if you watch this video and you ever hike this, remember, turn right at that rock. It's getting, dang it. Light is really starting to change. That's what happens when you get a late start. It gets dark earlier. But I'll be down, I think, because it was like a little over an hour from there, so I'm only like 15-20 minutes to there, so about an hour and a half still. But I'm gonna have a quick snack. I hike, these things are pretty good for energy. They're easy to digest, so then they don't make you redirect all your blood flow to your stomach. So that should be pretty good. Getting a picture of the mountains. Kind of cool. We're almost back down to Lower Crystal Lake. A little waterfall over there coming apparently from Upper Crystal Lake. I didn't notice that going up, but I could hear the waterfall, or I guess I can kind of hear it occasionally. Alright, so there's Lower Crystal Lake. We're almost back to there. Nice view of it. All right. Back on the road though. All right, made it back to the trailhead. Whew. Alright, that was a really nice hike. That's probably the tallest summit I've done so far. But now I got to get back to Denver tonight and for my flight tomorrow. So I'm thinking probably going to be about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive with traffic, getting back to the hotel by the airport. Alright, see you guys later. I got my hiking gear packed up and regular clothes mostly packed. I just got to finish up a few things, and so it's 7:30. I got to get up at like 2, so I'm just gonna wrap it up and go to bed here in a little bit. So I can get up, get my flight in the morning.
No
NC gate. A train is arriving.
May we have your attention, please? Both the east.
All right, made it to the A gates. They do have a Sky Club here, but it doesn't open for half hour yet. So just gonna find a place to hang out till then. Upgrade's looking pretty good. I'm number 1 on the list. 3 seats left. An hour till boarding. All right, made it back to Detroit. Now I just get to drive home, and we'll be the end of this week.